up, world? It's your boy Philochko here. You know that American dude with the incredible mood? That's me. And what am I making a video about today? Well, today I'm making a video about, basically it's based on 5 survival phrases that you can use, or you actually should use in America. You should definitely know these 5 phrases that can help you out a lot in everyday life, because I'm from New York, of course, as most of you know, but because of where I'm from, it's very fast. You know, the city's very fast. A lot of things happen. Sometimes you may bump into somebody. Sometimes people may ask you for money. Sometimes people may ask you to do a certain deal with them and you don't even know them. And so I have a lot of survival phrases here for you to learn, so when you do go to America, you know how to respond in these awkward situations. You know how to verbally respond and kind of emotionally respond, because some of these things you say, you may have to put some sort of emotion behind it to make them less likely to want to bother you. You have to show them you're serious. You have to show them that you also understand the culture. Sure, you may have an accent, you may be from another place, but this will also go to show them that even though that's true, you understand the culture and you're not to be messed with, okay? Like that, right? So let's get to it. And also some of these go to show that you have respect. First one is just like this. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just like that. Now, what does this mean? It's basically a way to say sorry to somebody. I know a lot of you are from places where people may bump into each other or step on someone's sneaker and not really even apologize for it, because it happens all the time. But in New York and other places in America, you have to know how to respond to show that you're really sorry for what you did. And one of the most common ways to apologize is sorry about that. So for example, if you step on someone's sneakers, especially if it's like a young man from the inner cities who has on Jordan sneakers, you have to reply quickly with the phrase, sorry about that. Not only is it saying you're sorry, but you're saying you're sorry for the specific situation that just happened. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. No, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just like this. Sorry about that. Now what is about? It's just it's a basic slang way to say about when you're speaking quickly. So instead of saying, I am sorry about that, they won't take you that seriously. You seem like some weird foreigner. It'll be much better if you say, sorry about that. You'll sound way more genuine and way more familiar to the person's ear, okay? That's the first one. Sorry about that. Very important, especially people from Moscow. All right, next one. Next one is I'm broke. Now, when do we say I'm broke? We say I'm broke when someone's asking you for money. When they're like, oh, do you have $1? I had a guy in Russia ask me for 13, he asked me for 13 kopek. 13 kopek. I'm like, who asked for 13 kopeki? But anyway, in New York, you could be asked for a quarter. You could be asked for $1. You could be asked for about $3.50. You could be asked for a certain amount of money. Now, whether you have money or not, that doesn't matter. What you need to respond with is, hey, I'm broke. I'm broke. What does I'm broke mean? That means I have absolutely no money. I have no money. I'm sorry. I'm broke. Just like that, I'm broke. Now, like I said, when you're broke, it means you have no money. It could mean you have no money in your pockets. It could mean you maybe have money in your pockets, but you don't have any money in the bank. So I'm broke basically means you do not have enough money to do anything extra, like giving money to someone else, because you have to take care of yourself. So that's I'm broke. Be sure to use that one, very important, because in New York, people will ask you for money a lot, all right? Next one. Next one is, all right, this one is I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I ain't got time, all right? And when do we say this? Well, we use this a lot when, not necessarily when someone just asks you for money, it's more when people asking you to do certain deals with them. So sometimes, especially when you go to like Times Square, you may see some guy like, hey, sign up for the comedy show, sign up and come see the comedy show. Hey, I ain't got time, I ain't got time, and just keep walking. There's other people who may say, hey, let me draw a picture of you, I want to draw a picture of you. I ain't got time, I gotta go, I ain't got time, I ain't got time. Another example, maybe some people say, hey, are you going to use your Metro card? I can give you money for your Metro card. I ain't got time, I ain't got time. I ain't got time basically means I do not have time for this, okay? I ain't got time. You sound like a native, especially when you're in New York. You sound like a native New Yorker, and people will respect it, and they will more likely to leave you alone, okay? I ain't got time. Okay, now this one is for when you're in America. This is all over America, especially New York and some other areas. there's a lot of bickering, like arguing over whether police, whether they're good, whether they're bad, whether you like them or you don't like them, you love them or you hate them. As a foreigner, I advise you, like I've done in other videos, I advise you to stay out of the conflict. Don't try to say, oh, I love the cops, or oh, I hate the cops. Don't try to get involved when you're a foreigner. The best advice I can give you as a foreigner is just to say, hey, there's good cops, there's bad cops. Just like that. What do you think of the cops? Not Jeremy, what's a Russian name? What do you think of the cops? Vlad, you just say, hey, there's good cops and bad cops. Hey, what do you think of the cops, Jesus? Hey, there's good cops, there's bad cops. Hey, what do you think of the police, Nadia? We have good cops and we have bad cops and sexy Russian girls, okay? So basically you just say, there's good cops, there's bad cops, so we have good cops, we have bad cops, just like that. So you're basically saying, not all police are good, not all police are bad, there's good and bad, but other than that, you don't have an opinion. Don't get into an argument with an American being a foreigner over whether cops are good or bad. You're not going to win the argument, okay? So don't even bother. Now for the last one. This one is for the women. Like I've said many times, American women aren't usually the sexiest women around. They eat a lot. We eat a lot of fast food. We don't cook that much. And every time I go back to America, I remember that. So American women aren't too attractive. So what does that mean? When foreign women like from Russia, Ukraine, Brazil, Argentina, Germany, stuff like that, those women generally look a little better than an average American woman, and men are way more likely to talk to you. Now, there's a simple trick. Well, it's not really a trick. There's a simple phrase. Now, some women, even if they're not engaged or married, they'll put a ring on their ring finger, and when guys bother them, they'll show them the ring to say they're married when they're not, but they'll just lie, But there's a phrase you can use. You don't have to lie. This can be true, even if it's not true. I'll explain it to you. Now, the phrase is, I'm spoken for. I'm spoken for. What does I'm spoken for mean? It means I'm not available for you. I'm in a relationship. I'm not available for you. But even if you don't have a boyfriend, you can still say I'm spoken for to tell someone to leave you alone. It's not necessarily lying, because you know what? You can speak for yourself. So when you're spoken for, maybe you're in a relationship with yourself for now and you're giving yourself time before you go off and find someone to be with. So I'm spoken for means I'm in a relationship with someone else, or I just need some time alone. That's I'm spoken for, okay? Use that one. So I'm spoken for is a very polite, way to say, I don't want a relationship with you. I don't want to go on a date. I don't want to eat with you. I can have your money, but I don't want to do anything else with you. I just want to be alone or stay with my boyfriend. I'm spoken for. Now, the actual meaning of I'm spoken for is really only used for people who are in relationships, but what I'm teaching you is that you can say it any time, and if you feel like you need to explain yourself for some reason, maybe to make yourself feel better, tell yourself, I'm in a relationship with me. I need some me time before I love someone else, right? And there you go, guys. That's our 5 phrases. We got sorry about that, I'm broke, I ain't got time, we got good and bad cops, and I'm spoken for. Now remember, these 5 phrases, they're slang. They're all slang, not Ebonics, not hip-hop English for idiots. This is slang, common slang. So maybe if any of these are kind of Ebonicsy, like a little bit like Ebonics, it's probably I ain't got time. Because ain't is, I'm not sure if that word has an Ebonics origin, but I will check it out. But the word ain't, it basically means do not, have not. It basically negates the verb or the noun, whatever. Like if I can say I'm here, that means I'm here. If I say I ain't here, that means I'm not right here. So basically ain't has a lot of definitions, but I have a video on the word ain't, and I'll probably include the link on the screen. And that's basically it, people. Let me know what you think. I'm out. You know what the guy says at the end of my videos.
And don't be racist.
So don't be that is his catchphrase.